through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. In room, read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go, Mike. Inside. Hey, let's come up. Hey, let's go.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's third down.
And 12 yards to go.
Check sign. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Here we go.
Now it's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully mentally into this one.
Big stop, G.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Mike 53. Let's go, D.
Allen going to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Bills 7, Jets nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Check 43.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Tight. 51's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep. Double tight, double tight. Hey, hey, hey. You got 3, you got 3.
Now Darnold. Washington's got it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And some room to maneuver. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. In on the stop that time, Terrell Basham.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 5 at the Jets' 17-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Allen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Washington, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, his throw incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Eddie. Go, Eddie.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by Micah Hyde. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
53's the mic. 53.
So after the INT, it's Allen. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run.
On 1st down, Singletary. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike, 58, right there. You're on your job.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Mike. 53, Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, watch it.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off of play action, Darnold. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Darnold on first down. That's caught by Howard. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Darnold now to throw. Complete to Washington. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. On the return, it's White. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Delta. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Allen to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58, come on.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Down to lose one. Check, 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 check. Hey, Miller.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
56, 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he connects with Ebron. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That's an inning. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on, what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They run with Washington, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Back to throw, Darnold. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, Michael, son. 51. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Young lady. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, exit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And his kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Half 10. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Allen now throwing again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-up.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Red 80.
To throw is Darnold. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running it, Washington. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Yo, lady.
Here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 3rd down, here's Washington. And some space here. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Real side. Boy, 51.
Darnold from the red zone now. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack. Darnold got an open man. It's Ratley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Red 80. Mike, check, check.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We got this.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Darnold keeps it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, got him halfway there. You don't see the sneak all that often from the 2-yard line because you definitely don't want to see your quarterback get clobbered. But you wonder if we might see the...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up. It's true as they get back in it a bit here. It's now 23-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First down, Bills.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 45-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go. We can go.
Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Mike's 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On first, here's Washington. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
We're going to sack. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. 3 butts. Hey, lady. Fuck.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 at the Jets' 36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
They go right back to Singletary. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st down, Singletary, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Singletary again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Darnold. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, let's go.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Check 53's mine. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Jim.
Allen. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run here with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's get it.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They will run with Singletary. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups, but here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
Darnold on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Lady.
Darnold down to throw. Complete to Washington. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
53. 319. 53. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Here we go.
And they will take a knee here.
Allen on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Washington. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one is right through. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for the Bills, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.